Hi everybody, Ranging Gamer here, and welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 Game of Thrones modded playthrough as Lady Rhea Royce. Yes, Lady Rhea is forging her own path, and she has dispatched her husband, the famous Daemon Targaryen. She murdered him. He's gone, thankfully. That was a terrible marriage. She's now married to Lord Rob Rivers of Runestone. He's only 20, but he's got gout. You know, never mind. We do have a child, which I kind of forgot about a little bit because I wonder whether we can get a marriage against or with perhaps a dragon rider. I think it would be very unlikely maybe to get one of the Targaryen children. Rhaenyra hasn't had any children yet, so these are the only two children, Aegon and Daela of the Iron Throne, sons of King Viserys and Queen Alicent. But what about perhaps Laenor is already betrothed to House Buckwell. Because Laenor does have sea smoke. I doubt it would. He would accept a matrilineal marriage anyway. Laenor's betrothed. We don't have a son as yet either. She doesn't look like she's got a dragon as yet. She may hatch a dragon. Okay, so we won't pursue a marriage just yet. We are trying to fabricate a hook on Lady Jane. I think that is because we can't. Oh, we can. I was going to say that's because we can't declare a war. I thought we needed our liege's permission, but we don't. Let's just have a quick look. So only 845. Allied to Lord Roymar of Pinkstrath. Yeah, so she's allied to the two of these fingers. 322 and 254. So between them, they're not particularly strong. I think we should be able to take these. They do have children who could, you know, give them extra alliances, but we hopefully could take this rather quickly. Let's put our rally point up here. Oh, 10 days, that was longer than I expected it to be. Okay, so nobody came to challenge us while we were raising our army. We'll probably win. They've got a lot of bonuses against. A secret exposed. A secret truth has reached light today. My vassal, Lord Aemond, has had an extramarital affair with his soulmate, Sansara. How could he defile the sanctity of marriage? The seven who are one will judge these sinners. Indeed they will. So one army has been destroyed. We've hardly made any progress in the siege. So I'm thinking let's see if we can destroy that army as well. Return to the siege. It's going to take almost, well, 18 months, I think it was. But we should be okay now. Their numbers are rising slightly, but not to a point that they can challenge us, I don't think. Famine fever and Westerosi fire are two plagues in the country. But not affecting us as yet, so that's good. My involvement has been discovered. My liege Lady Jane has discovered that I am the mastermind behind the plot behind her. Yeah, okay. So that's ended the fabricate hook scheme, and we lost some legitimacy. But I am pregnant again, and my Lord Rob will be proud. We can unlock a perk. I mean, we already proved we were good at being at murder, so let's make ourselves an even better murderer. Sweet smiles and little lies, just like other children her age. My daughter and heir, Illyria. Sometimes I got problems with that in the last episode, didn't I? Illyria. We'll go with Illyria. It's Illyria, not Illyria. There's no I between the R and A. Illyria sometimes lies and tests boundaries. However, she often avoids suspicion with her sweet demeanour, and people always forgive her when she does get caught. I wonder just how much she gets away with. So she gains the trait charming, diplomacy and intrigue. We'll keep an eye on this one. I'd perhaps like her to follow the same route as Lady Royce herself. So we'll set her on the intrigue, education route. What's happening in this siege? Yes, we only have days left. And this should be enough. Might not. Yes, it's enough. We took Lady Lyceria prisoner as well. Okay, so I think if we ransomed her, the war score would drop below 100. I also took her son and heir, actually. Oh, but neither of them are listed here. We'll ransom him for 45. She can't afford the full 50. So I don't think she would be able to afford any more ransoms anyway. So we will enforce the demands, expand our army, so be it. And we now have a little bit extra. A little bit extra land, and we have that holding as well. We can still ransom Leona Driscoll. Okay, we'll take the gold. And there's low county control because we've only just taken it. We need to knock it on a day before it allows us to improve the county control. 8 years, quite a while. We could do with a better marshal, but we don't have one. Okay, all well and good. So we do have a faction, but they're not particularly strong at the moment. if we want all of the Drainlands, we need to take these 2 fingers. That would mean taking on the High Lordship of Grimholm. He has 2 alliances, one of which would kind of put them, on about a par with us, I think. We don't have any alliances, do we? Lord Wayrick died. Now we wanted to take Lord Wayrick because we need the Lordship of Coldwater Burn to create the Duchy of the Drainlands. So we tried and tried to find a hook against him, but he was cleaner than clean. What did he die of? Died of old age. So who is the new Lord of Coldwater Burn? Let's start to fabricate a hook against this fella so we can potentially revoke his title. We need a steward. Master Will the scribe can do that job for us. He's not great. Buildings, we can't build anything in Runestone, but our new landing of Tamerlan we can. I always scroll through these buildings and I never know which are the best. There's probably lots of videos out there that say this one's better, that one's the best one. I don't know why, but I always just get drawn to this. more gold. Probably says a lot about me, doesn't it? I do like the trade ports because obviously development growth as well. We already have a decent size, so levies perhaps don't worry, but we'll go for the trade port. There we go, that's done, decided, without umming and ahhing over it too much. Rumours about Pera. Who's Pera? Oh, sister, our sister. Those foul rumours about your sister, my sister, Pera. I have traced them to the source. My spy master, Lord Estin, pats a bundle of letters. The letters prove that Chael has been trying to drag Pera's name through the mud. Who's Chael? My knight. He mocks Pera's character, accusing her of shocking, sinful behaviour. Do people seriously think they can talk like that about my sister? He's got gout too. You're not all that, you know, Chael. We could spread even darker rumours about Pera so that all fear us. I mean, that's our intrigue. That's probably what we would mind it with. They all seem to be intrigue, a challenge. I don't want to give him any coin, not at all. We could try and rough him up. Some ruffians to beat him up. I could just distance myself. We'll give the 15 gold to some ruffians, see if they can beat up Chael. Yes, he's recovering from a painful accident. No one can prove our involvement, but they suspect enough to fear you. Excellent. We enjoy being feared, and we have a new heir. Our newborn son is our player heir. My relief is great and my joy even greater. I have given birth to a perfect little son. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would befit such a mighty lord? Royce. Royce. Yeah. I quite like that. No inheritable traits. He's nothing outstanding. Don't take that to heart. May you grow strong and wise, my son. Okay, so what that does is it does give us that chance that if Jaheira Velaryon, she had a relationship there, I thought she might have hatched a dragon. Her betrothed is still alive. Why is he only betrothed? They're both of age. Just wondering whether we can... I mean, there's a big age difference. This would abandon the scheme, fabricate Håkon Lord John. Do we murder our way into a marriage with a dragon rider, or at least try to? Is there any way of knowing whether she would accept? Probably not. We can't look, can we? We'll give it a go. Let's give it a go. Oh, no, no, no. Just make sure we murder the right person. Murder Alaquo. So it's at the maximum it can get, so we don't really need to invite anybody else to this little plot we have going. We gained a level of devotion, lovely. We're trying to sway our husband. Viserys has joined our scheme. Lady Jane is being attacked by a ruler of a peasant revolt. Good luck with that, peasants. I entered into a regency. I guess that's because I am drawn in as a commander or a knight. Yes, I think that was an inevitable outcome. Endless hearings. Not a day goes by without some new, inconsequential matter being brought to my attention in court. Today it seems like it is Lord Arnell's and Master Domas's turn to waste my time with a petty dispute. The more I listen to their reasons, the more I am convinced the entire hearing is beneath my concern. Both vassals, neither of them have a fantastic opinion of me. Yeah, well, they would stress us out. So guards, just get these ruffians out of my sight. They were probably the same ruffians that we wanted a few months ago. Oh, I'm supposed to be a very good murderer. The existence of my plot to murder Alaquo Sonorlan has been discovered. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it a lot more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. It is still up at 95% though. Do we go to the feast? We can go to a feast whilst there. That's a good alibi, surely. It wasn't us, we were at a feast. We will join the feast. Is there anywhere where we would like to visit? On the way or the way back? After Runestone, let's head to Iron Oaks Castle. And then maybe after we will take a detour to the Eyrie. I think we've already been to the Gates of the Moon, have we? Well, we're going through there now anyway. And what about the Red Fort? We need maybe mercenary guards and a mountaineer. Yes, we do. We will join the feast. My acquaintance Lord Michael is hosting a banquet in Heartsholme, and time has come for us to depart. The feast is in honour of Lord Pierce, a truly remarkable human being who deserves additional reverence. Really? Why? I do look forward to trying the tea at Heartsholme region as well as the local cuisine. Everyone loves a good cup of tea. Not as good as Yorkshire tea, I bet you though. I can't wait. So off she sets. A bewinged messenger. As my scheme moves closer to fruition, swift communication is key. I have an especially clever pigeon which Stefan used to send an urgent message to me here in Runestone, if the need arises. But how would I get the bird into the castle of Driftmark? A local bird trainer could deliver it as a gift. I'd lose 15 gold. 70% chance the gift reaches the target, or reaches Stefan Strong anyway. I send the gift myself, Lord Corlys couldn't, but then gain involved. We don't want that, or it's too risky. I mean, we don't really need to. It's at 95% the success chance anyway. Look at that. Plus 238 from agents. It's too risky. We'll just keep it going. Travel What the Duck. The day on the road has been fairly calm and nondescript so far. We are somewhere outside Standish, and I close my eyes as my mount brings me forward, one solid step at a time. As the wind plays a magnificent melody through the treetops, another noise is carried by the breeze, and not from our entourage. Is that quacking? I isolate the sound to be coming from a shrubbery on my right hand side. Okay. That's a good omen. You gain duck quack for 5 years. Stress gain goes down. Follow that duck. You follow the duck for a while. Ugh, pesky fowl, away. I don't think she's that interested in ducks. We'll just take the good omen, I think. That's really strange, isn't it? Feast. The servants run across the hall, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with a delicious drink by the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some veal cutlass already. We have a lovely time ahead of us. Hello, Lord Lynn. Dancing around in your bedclothes. A warm welcome. Every guest is gathered in the great hall, and our gracious host, Lord Michael, has welcomed us all to the feast. Let's just move this to one side. I want to keep an eye on there as well. There are a lot of people here. Yeah, there's 40 on the guest list. I like Lord Lynn. Love it. The feast is dwindling down already, and I find myself deep in conversation with my meticulous acquaintance, Lord Benedar. He inquires about my opinion on investment opportunities, a subject he's deeply interested in himself. He's a fellow vassal. House Flattery. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. He gains 20 opinion of us, and we grow closer to forming a friendship. I could not care less. Yeah, we are rude, so we're going to go down that route. I'd like a friend, but yeah, I could not care less. The rumours that have been circulated about Lord Peter wanting to curry favour with Lady Jane are confirmed as he hands her a gift. My dearest niece, it is so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvellous pelt as a token of my appreciation. Lady Jane grins as she studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy she is from receiving a gift, I realise I'm at risk of missing the opportunity to improve my standing with her as well. My liege, I have a gift for you as well. So it would be 30 gold. I don't know if that's a gift or whether we just book vouchers or just the coin. I don't know. I declare a toast to Lady Jane. Well, we're shy, so we wouldn't do that. Ooh, spill our drink on the gifted pelt. Claim it was an accident. No, I don't think people are going to believe that was an accident. No need to rush. I'll think of something some other time. Now, I thought that we might make a move against House Arryn and get House Royce back in charge of the Vale, the old kings. Thank you for commenting. And it was pointed out that the Royces were quite loyal to the Arryns, and so probably wouldn't do that. So now I've got a decision to make. Do I want to pursue that route or not? I think I'm going to stick with it. We're rewriting Westerosi history here, and as we've killed Daemon Targaryen, why not try to rewrite other areas of Westerosi history as well, and really try to push for the Royces to be Lords of the Vale. I think as much as anything that would give us a good target to go for, rather than just, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's the overall goal of this run. So we're not really, I'd say, bothered about wanting Lady Jane to like us too much. I mean, we could even go down that route. We could form a rivalry with Lord Peter of House Hunter. So yeah, I think we'll spill our drink on the gifted pelt. I mean, it's really not going to cause that much difficulty, is it? Lord Robert tells a fantastic joke about smoothly polished sticks. Well, there we go. We could all tell, we had some funny jokes earlier, didn't we, about feathers and, what was the other thing? Feathers and whips, was it? All innuendo driven, I think. We could all tell Lord Gerald had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and now I am covered in a stinking vomit. Ugh. I mean, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, Gerald. You're making us stress because we're shy and we've had to speak up. Lord Lynn's dancing his way through the night, isn't he? A detailed story. That lord over there is refilling a tightly grasped glass for the third time since joined by their spouse, a relationship on the brink of collapse. That lady on the other side of the hall is keeping to the walls, avoiding all conversation as well as eye contact. A secret to keep safe? Everyone is hiding something, but with a practiced eye, even the smallest of details will show you the whole picture. They are wearing their shame so openly. Yes, that's our intrigue. Lord Pierce, it's a decent speech, if a bit long-winded, but that's usually how these things go. The assembled guests clap and whoop politely when it finishes, some more enthusiastically than others. Yeah, I mean, we're prickly, aren't we? I never much liked Pierce, to be honest. Well, now Lord Pierce is dancing too. Everybody's had their fill, I think. And daylight pours through the windows. In just one moment, the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants hand me my weapons and take their leave with a cheery bow. What a pleasure it was to have with you, Lord Michael smiles at me. What a feast! Before coming, my clothes were slack and ill-fitting, and now I stagger out of Lord Michael's hall twice as full of food and merriment than when I arrived. This was a feast I will struggle to forget. But now I shall depart. Lord Pierce. Okay, let's pause it there. We've got 3 months until the murder scheme comes to a head. And we have our journey home. Hopefully that will go without any problems. But we shall draw this episode to a close. We did increase our land holdings a little bit, so I'm happy about that. We shall find out in the next episode whether the murder scheme works and whether it was worth it, and whether we can get our son married to a dragon rider of Valerian blood. I think the chances might be slim, but anyway, we shall find out. Please like and subscribe if you would. That means so much to me. And I hope to see you again soon. But in the meantime, look after yourselves and cheers.